Z1620 here today. Welcome into another video in my series testing out all of the Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 weapons inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies just to see how viable they are. So there's a brand new event going on right now, the Warhammer 40k for the Emperor event. As you can see on screen, I have finished the event, so let me know in the comments if you guys have unlocked the Righteous Storm blueprint for the WSP 9. I think it looks pretty cool. Also, how many operators do you currently have? I have 5 and 4 of them are at the max exfil streak. So how many do you guys have? Here is a look at what my stash looks like. I just wondered what you guys keep in your stash. No, I have not opened up my portal yet if you guys are wondering. So today, we're going to be checking out our series in handguns, and we're going to continue on handguns with the WSP handgun. So today, if you guys are new to the channel and enjoy checking out to see how weapons work and how viable they are inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, then make sure you subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out any future uploads from myself on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. As well, down below in the description, I'd love to see you guys tune into the streams. The links for them are there. So hopefully you guys will tune in, and without further ado, let's get to the video today. Alright, welcome into another video. Today we're going to be checking out another handgun. I had so much fun doing the previous one that I decided today we would check out the WSP Stinger. And you're looking at that in Borialis, and I really do think that that camo is absolutely gorgeous on here. So as always, when we spawn in on our matches to test out these weapons, I'd like to make sure that we're testing to see how strong the actual weapon is before we go ahead and beef it up. I did bring in some goodies, my aether blade, my armor plates, and the mags of holding. Just because this weapon has a very small magazine, so I brought in the mags of holding to kind of compensate for that. You can definitely run this without the mags of holding if you guys want to. I believe pack-a-punch you'll have 64 rounds, and unpack-a-punch you'll have 32. So you're just doing a little bit more reloading if you don't bring in mags of holding. Now, we went and got ourselves our first bounty in tier 1 here. We've got nothing on it, just our perks, no rarity, no pack-a-punch, no ammo mods. And you can see the damage on critical hits was absolutely astounding. I mean, I was super excited to continue on testing this. At this point, I was like, holy smokes, this is really strong. So we went and got a nice self-revive out of there. How does it handle zombies? I mean, in tier 1, zombies are definitely not an issue. I did realize when I went to put on my legendary tool for our next tier 1 bounty, I didn't have an ammo mod, and there was cryo freeze inside of that reward rift. So I went and picked that up, and then we went and got our second bounty inside of tier 1, and we're only legendary with cryo freeze on the WSP Stinger now. So I wanted to see just how well this would handle a mimic, which was our bounty we got inside of tier 1. And again, they auto-completed. I don't understand why this happens. It's very no bueno. I'm not a big fan of it. In that reward rift, though, there was the Deadshot Daiquiri recipe and a stam-up can, which was super nice. So, with that being said, we went off and found ourselves another tier 1 bounty, and I certainly was hoping that when I went and picked this one up, that this bounty would not disappear, and so I'd be able to show you guys just how strong in tier 1 with legendary and cryo freeze on your gun, just how this, WSP Stinger handles a bounty, and holy smokes, it just absolutely eviscerated that mimic. It wasn't much of a problem, and that is some horrible loot. I got a green tool, no bueno. So next was to go pack-a-punch, which we did. We got pack 1 on it. How does it handle tier 1 zombies at pack 1? Legendary, as expected, absolutely melts them. So next thing to do was to head off into tier 2. I happened to run into one Merc camp where the contract was, and just kind of zippity-doo-dah-dayed my way through there and took out the bounty contract, which was pretty funny. I don't think the Mercs were very happy about that, but we got a disciple here in tier 2, and we're single pap, and I just wanted to show you, like, this was a bit of a fight, but I could tell I was doing some decent critical damage every time I was hitting the critical hits on it. So this is definitely something that's viable in tier 2. Disciples can be a real pain in the butt to deal with. Mags of holding, as you can see, is just absolutely astounding to help out with, bounties and things that are bullet sponges inside of tier 2. Obviously, tier 2 pack-a-punch would have made a lot easier work of that disciple inside of tier 1, but we did manage to get rid of it with only pack-a-punch, and I picked up tombstone out of the deal, so I was pretty happy about that. So the next thing left to do was to go and pack-a-punch the weapon to tier 2. Now on the way, I came across a mangler, just an elite in tier 2. I wanted to show you guys how strong it was. He just erased him. And then just a standard disciple inside of tier 2. Crowd control, single pack-a-punched in tier 2 with this WSP Stinger. As you can see, is definitely not a problem whatsoever. We got a lucky nuke there to clear out the last of the zombies, and we finished off the disciple there. So it's definitely something single pap in tier 2 that you can run. However, once you get it to pack 2 inside of tier 2, you start to see how much stronger this weapon really is. So we went off and grabbed ourselves another bounty inside of tier 2. Took a hot minute to find one as they were being picked up, but we grabbed a mimic, and look at the difference. Like, just holy smokes. Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, legendary with cryo freeze. That mimic had no chance. The tier 2 bounty got a quick revive count out of there, which was nice, and double armor, which I didn't need. So lastly, we need to go and put on triple Pack-a-Punch and head over to tier 3 and grab ourselves a bounty contract and see how well does this triple Pack-a-Punch legendary cryo freeze WSP Stinger Handgun work inside of tier 3, with the bounty contracts being much more beefy and stronger inside of tier 3. So we went and picked up one, and it was a disciple. So this was a good opportunity to kind of show you guys just how strong this weapon is and just how viable it is inside of tier 3. We have a whole bunch of zombies coming at me while I'm trying to deal with this disciple. We got armored ones in there. We've taken advantage of the aether blade to help clear out some of the zombies. The Mangler was honestly being the biggest pain in the butt with his blasts. He just kept taking off so much shield health that I focused on him first. I got rid of him, and then the attention I diverted straight to our bounty contract, which was the disciple. Now, this disciple took a lot of rounds in here to get rid of him, but I was noticing, like, when I was able to hit the criticals, I was definitely getting some serious damage done. I felt like maybe a laser attachment on the build, so stick around for the build in the video, guys, and let me know in the comments if you feel like maybe a laser attachment or something else might have helped in this situation, because I felt like when I was getting the critical hits with the WSP9 triple pack, like, I was melting the disciple, but when I wasn't, it certainly wasn't doing much in the way of damage. So I feel like critical hits with the WSP Stinger inside of tier 3 is definitely going to make this thing even stronger. It's definitely viable for sure, and the nice thing about it being a handgun is you do have that movement speed. You can certainly run around really quickly with your handgun out, so you don't have to be swapping weapons all the time, which can be a bit of a struggle sometimes in tier 3 when you're dealing with your bounty and you've got the sheer volume of zombies coming at you to try and, you know, maneuver around them if you've got a, you know, an LMG or something that hampers your speed. So it was nice to have the pistol. Finished him off there with the aether blade. So took out a tier 2 disciple, or a tier 3, sorry, disciple with our WSP9 Stinger and triple packed with cryo freeze. Now, the next thing to do was to go ahead and grab another bounty contract, because what I wanted to show you guys was Mega Abomination and just how strong the WSP Stinger Handgun is against the Mega Abomination. There's an elemental pop can there. I probably should have grabbed it. I didn't realize it until I jumped out the window that I didn't have elemental pop, but you know, it is what it is. So we picked up our next contract here, which was a Mangler, and I was shocked. Like, I was absolutely wrecking this guy. He had no chance. He was coming at me fast. He was cannon ready to go, using the aether blade to clear out the zombies for me, because that's just so awesome at that. But you can see, like, when you hit the criticals, the damage, his health bar just starts to drop. It just disintegrates as you're getting criticals. So I highly recommend giving this one a shot. It's definitely something that is viable inside of tier 3, 100%. Is it going to be the strongest thing in the game? No. We all know that is going to be the underbarrel flamethrower attachment currently that is completely broken. But if you're looking for a different type of gunplay and you want to just change things up instead of constantly running the same weapons all of the time, the WSP Stinger Handgun is definitely going to be an option. We got an awesome Pack-a-Punch 3 crystal out of that deal. I was super stoked about that. Picked up some ammo, and then we had to make our way over to my friend, you know, Zhorde, the Guardian of the Arches. So we went over to take him on, and I wanted to show you guys, this is just a standard Mega Abomination inside of tier 3 with a WSP Stinger, and we basically eliminated Zhorde pretty much at range with a handgun, which is insane. You can see the damage already. Like, he's already almost a quarter done his health, and we've just kind of started engaging with Zhorde. Chased over to us here. Zhorde can be rather crabby sometimes. I think he's fed up with me taking him out all the time, so, but he did fire off his laser here, and you can see the damage. We just, like, it's already down. He's got a quarter or a third of his health bar left, and that's about it. He opened up his laser attack right there. I ran out of ammo. So you do want to make sure with this WSP9 Stinger that you are definitely able to keep an eye on the ammo pouches that the zombies are dropping on the ground, or an ammo cache nearby, as the max ammo you can get on this is 704 rounds. So as it shoots quite quickly, you will go through your rounds in a hurry. So you see me here zipping and zagging around trying to take out the zombies with my ether blade so that one of them would drop me some ammo so I can continue on the fight here with Zhorde, the Guardian of the Arches, Mega Abomination inside of tier 3. And we finally got some ammo here from, I think it was these two zombies that finally dropped me some ammo. It took forever for me to get some ammo from them. So we finally got ammo back into the WSP Stinger for the handgun, and we were able to continue on the fight with Zhorde, the Guardian of the Arches. Now, I was feeling really comfortable running this. The only thing I was worried about was ammo, but Zhorde was definitely just getting worked. I mean, you can see his health right there. It's just getting evaporated as I lay into him. Then we had a Mimic try and join the party. There's always a Mimic that's trying to join the party. We almost had Zhorde finished there. I had to run away because I didn't want to get grabbed by the Mimic while Zhorde had his laser attack out, because I felt like that was going to be just bad news. So here we are fighting our way through tier 3. Zhorde is just about done here. He almost is finished off. So you can see that this is definitely a viable weapon to be using inside of tier 3. It's just something fun to change up the gameplay. I really enjoyed using this and finding weapons for us to use inside of tier 3 that aren't just, you know, the constant metas. And if you want to change up your gunplay and you want to have a just different experience going into tier 3, there's lots of weapons that are viable inside of tier 3 in MW3 Zombies. I feel like the weapon balancing for the zombie side of things is pretty decent. There's a lot of different weapons that are available and viable for you guys to use inside of tier 3, so you're not going to be just stuck with, you know, 1 or 2 weapons all the time that you have to run. And that's one thing I really do enjoy about this game mode and being able to create the videos for you guys, is there's just lots of weapons that are viable, and there's tons of fun weapons to choose from. I mean, the crossbow is definitely one I really enjoy. You should check out the video I made on that. Just saying, it's a good one. Tons of fun. If you like things that go boom, 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 the crossbow is an awesome one for that. So it's nice to see that we have a bunch of different weapons that are available. Now, on my way to this bounty contract, I came across another Mega Abomination inside here, right by the ammo cache inside of tier 3. So you know what we had to do? We had to take him on, and holy smokes, we just like took so much of his health off right there. I couldn't believe how strong this was. The mags of holding are definitely helping, being able to just have that constant stream of bullets going into the Mega Abomination, but it's something, again, like I said, you don't need mags of holding to make this gun viable at all. Just look at how strong it was. We were able to finish off the Mega Abomination there at range with the handgun. So truly awesome. We got some decent loot out of that. I got another epic tool there. I almost died trying to pick it up my first time. Definitely not the best idea. Now, this gave me an opportunity with all of the zombies to show you guys how well this WSP Stinger handles crowd control inside of tier 3. You've got armored zombies coming at you, you've got sprinters coming at you, you've got lightly armored zombies coming at you, and this definitely handles it all really well. We put down our energy mine there so that I had time to go ahead and swap out the loot to get that epic tool in my backpack, as I wanted to exfil with it. So the last thing was to go and grab this contact, and I almost died. Both doors got closed off by zombies like instantaneously. I know that location is really bad. Let me know in the comments if you guys have gone down trying to grab that contract phone. I also died almost starting the fight with our Mega Abomination contract. I was finally happy that we actually got a Mega Abomination contract, because this is the one I've been trying to get to show you guys how strong this weapon is. And holy smokes, what a fight to get started with. I almost died, but you can see he opened up his mouth with a laser attack, and we started shooting from range, and look at the damage. Like, that's already one of his mouths off, and it's at range with a handgun. This is truly amazing. Is it OP? I don't know if it's OP. Is it strong? Hell yes. This is very strong weapon for tier 3. You'll have no problem dealing with crowd control. You'll have no problem dealing with zombies or just elites or bounties. As you can see, we've got a Mega Abomination chasing us here. He's already done 1 laser attack, and we've already taken off one of his mouths. So we're just kind of running around. I'm trying to thin out the zombies that are here and hope that our Mega Abomination will open up his mouth and give us another laser attack so that we can take off some more damage. And here we go. We got a good run at him coming in here at us, and you can see we're already halfway done our Mega Abomination, which is absolutely insane. Fired up his laser attack here, and I continued to fire into him, and you can see the damage just mowing him down. He's almost completely done now. I think we're about a quarter health left on the Mega Abomination, and he's about to fire up another laser attack here. He tried to chomp on me a few times. Boy, does that make you go slow. Holy. So we were moving around. I was able to run over a bunch of ammo, which was awesome. And then Mega Abomination came around the corner here, and I think this is where I actually finished him off, because he was just coming at me in a straight line. I put a decoy out to deal with the zombies, so I was able to get a straight line fire onto the Mega Abomination. I did have that turret board up above going off, so that was helping me a tiny bit, but he wasn't really getting close enough for it to do a lot of damage to him. So here he fires up his final laser attack, and we finished off our Mega Abomination bounty contract inside of Tier 3 with a WSP Stinger. It is triple packed, legendary, and we have cryo freeze, but you can see the damage, or sorry, I've got napalm on it now, that's right. You can see the damage that it was doing, so this is definitely something that was super awesome. You can see on the time on the clock, I like to try and bring you guys a Tier 2 bounty, max packed, a Tier 1 bounty, max packed, and just totally wreck them on my way out of the matches. But the last two videos, I've been having so much fun inside of Tier 3 with these handguns that I end up just staying right through to the very end, and I have to go straight to the helicopter and just exfil. So we managed to get out and exfil, continue pushing our containment level even higher. I am currently at 152 on this character, and as always, like I say, I don't know what happened to the gun, but here is the build I was using for the WSP Stinger. As always, if you have a better build or suggestions, please leave them down in the comments, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.